Welcome to Planning Phase Syndicate. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We have an amazing lineup here. Tonight we have Germany versus Scotland. Looks like we have Sascha Wagner from Germany and Paul, and I don't remember his last name. Hold on, I gotta look it up. Paul Warrington from Scotland. It's going to be a very fun matchup. I've seen Sascha play on screen more than one time. Excited to see Paul play on screen. Tonight we have Galactic Empire versus Resistance List. Joining me tonight is my co-host, Charles. How are you tonight, sir?
Doing great, man. Just had a day off of work, not really doing too much, relaxing, helping my buddy with accounting homework. Try not to be jealous. This is an interesting matchup because I've seen Sascha play on a lot of GSP streams, and am super stoked to be able to see him play on our stream. However, I am wholeheartedly supporting Team Scotland, and really hoping they do well. So I am stuck between two worlds on this one.
You just disconnected.
I did?
Yeah, at least it disconnected me. Is it the time where they like to reboot the server? We've had that happen before. So give us just a minute. Looks like the room crashed.
Yeah. Do you want to? No, because if you bring it back up, we got to restart everything.
Yep, you can give me host once we get in, though, if you want.
Okay. I'm still waiting for it to catch up because it hasn't kicked me out yet. Do you see the game?
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, right. Oh, they're back in. So the table didn't crash. I guess just something crazy happened. Well, it kicked you and it kicked both players. But the table didn't crash, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh, that'll be even better.
The table's still up. Everything's going.
At least they hadn't set dials yet. How about that? There we go. Advantage in the room. We have not set dials yet. I wonder if it'll remember my camera. Hey, you might have to promote us, Charles. Charles.
Yeah, everybody's promoted, man.
Hmm.
Is that just their remaining balance?
All right. Awesome. Well, we are back up and running. Thank you all for joining us. And looks like they should be getting started here pretty soon.
And everybody disconnected again.
Is it still up for you?
Yep. I don't know what's going on. Let me see if I can pass you host. All right, so I've switched you to host. Because maybe it's an issue with my system. I'm not sure what's going on.
Nope. Disconnected me too. Is it still up on your side?
Yep. Planning phase into man.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We went ahead and switched tables in an effort to hope that TTS will not crash again. Sometimes I swear to God, it is that time of the day. It just likes to crash. Charles, welcome back, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, hopefully the issues will be worked out. We should be good from here. Today we have Sascha from Germany with his Empire list taking on Paul from Scotland with his Resistance list. Looks like today we're going to have a classic setup, one definitely meta list and one pretty meta list that we have going. Charles, if you want to go ahead and run down Sascha's list, that'd be awesome.
Sure thing. So let's see here. Sascha's list is the Empire list. So pretty simple list, really, when we look at it overall. He is running, looks like six TIE Barons. Two of them have thread tracers, and the rest are all loaded up with prockets. And then a whole bunch of disciplines. So we have target locks and potential boosts. Right? Yeah. Target locks are barrel rolls that he can do should one of his meet their untimely demise. Relatively straightforward jousty list, allowing him to have fully modded procket shots. Almost for that first initial alpha strike. Looking at that resistance list, I'm not sure how it's going to play out, but really interested to see how he engages that.
Yep. And on the other side, on Paul's side from Scotland, he's got the Finn and Rose classic setup with essentially Rose naked and Finn with heroic. Jessica Pavel in the X-Wing with S-foils because it's free. Why not? Then we have one red squadron expert who today is definitely not red colored. He is, I believe, blue colored today. Yep. And then we have, he has heroic and the integrated S-foils. And then we have Lieutenant Bastion on the side there with integrated S-foils. So it should be a really good game. For those of you, we haven't seen the Lieutenant Bastion too often. So we're going to go ahead and bring him up here, I think. Why don't we bring him up? Maybe. How do you spell lieutenant? L-U... I should go to school for...
I think it's L-I-E-U?
L-I-E-U.
Lieutenant?
There we go. Lieutenant
Yay,
Bastion.
military.
So after a ship at range 1 to 2 is dealt a damage card, you may acquire a lock on that ship. So him being at a I-2 actually allows him to take a lot of advantage of that and give him double mods. So Charles, what are your initial thoughts going into the stream today?
I'll be honest. I've seen the Barons fly before, but never against like a multi-ship list. Normally, when I've seen the Barons fly, they're against a dual ship list, or maybe a 3-ship. I've never seen them fly against like a 4-ship list. So I'm kind of excited to see how almost having equal guns affords the swarm. With the resistance guy, or with the resistance team, I don't know that I would call it a mini swarm, but 4 ships is a healthy squad. So seeing how the resistance shenanigans with Finn and Rose and the shuttle, supporting the 3 X-Wings, are are really, or no, it's 5 ships. So yeah, no, that's a mini swarm. So we've got 5 on 6. So I'm really looking forward to see how the dice variance balances between the two of them. But I think I have to put my money on Team Scotland just because that's where my allegiance lies currently.
All right. Yeah, and it was fun. We actually saw a similar list on our stream last week, Charles, with the I don't believe it was Bastion, but it was the Rose Finn setup, and instead of the one in Bastion, we had 2 red squadrons and Jessica Pava. And we saw that go up against Matt Carey's A-Wing Rebel A-Wing squad. So it was interesting to see. Sasha's doing a little bit different setup on his. We got the Barons quite spread out. Looks like we have the, I believe it's going to be the red and yellow will be the Thread Tracers Barons. And with the red and yellow, that kind of allows them to do on the flank, allows for you not to be able to take out just 1 or 2 of the Thread Tracers, and it allows them to get more ability to shoot with time on target. I do like the 2 Thread Tracer list here with the 2 Thread Tracers with the 4 Prockets. 4 Prockets typically are usually enough to give you that edge in the game, and it also allows for you to be able to make sure that you always are getting locks.
The only concern I have, and I've kind of expressed this with friends of ours that play Thread Tracer lists. The major concern I have is that once the Thread Tracer goes off, it gives you that really strong kind of alpha strike against whatever ship. But if you ghost that ship off the board, which is of course the idea, the rest of those target locks are wasted. And you set yourself up for the other ships to be kind of confused at what the next shooting target is. Against a big ship like, say, Bosk or Han or a Desi, a Decimator or whatever the case may be, I think it's okay, just because that ship stays on the board for a little bit. So you're actually able to make use of those target locks. So for me, I agree with the target, but I don't agree with a non-damaging shot. Just so that you could potentially deal 1 more damage with your other ships. I guess it might balance out on a list this big. You give up 1 shot for 5 damaged shots. So it maybe balances that dice, but I'm not sure. I don't know the math on it offhand, to be fair.
Yep. And with that discipline card right there, I gotta zoom in on that. On that discipline card, essentially after another friendly ship at range 0 to 3, this ship is destroyed, or if they have this upgrade or are limited, they may perform a target lock or barrel roll action. So it only triggers on non-stress ships, which, I think is still pretty good, but it will only trigger on non-stress ships. Whereas Thread Tracers allows you to essentially... The Thread Tracers essentially allows you to be able to take that target lock and acquire it even if you're stressed. So acquiring is a lot different than, the other side of it. So hence why discipline is 1 point versus Thread Tracers at, I don't know, what are Thread Tracers? 2 points now?
Sure,
we have a pretty good opening. We're going to see Resistance coming in there slow and steady. Got Sascha doing a 5 forward with that blue. Gonna boost. Probably won't link it. Not really a big reason to. And essentially, my guess is what we're gonna see is 2 groups. We have the yellow, pink, and blue together, and then we'll have the brown, green, and red together. And the interesting thing is gonna be to see if the brown and green turn out, or if we just go for a full-on joust.
Looks like we might be jousting on this one. I don't know the barrel roll on pink. Sasha's a much better player than I am, so I'm trying not to be judgy of his maneuvers because he's clearly a much better player than I am. But to keep pink in line with blue, I don't get that barrel roll. But I guess maybe a 1 hard left and then blue go up over the rock to give you alternating fire arcs, maybe.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe that's... That's
I think
that
the
3D chess that I don't play.
yeah, I think a lot of the idea here is splitting up some of your arcs to maximize that bullseye potential. You know, and
Sure,
it
sure.
kind of depends because right now we have the resistance flying in a block. So all of the resistance are flying in a block. At some point, I'm assuming that Rose will probably get a little bit behind, um, you know, everybody else, and you're gonna want those three big ships. You know, I guess they're not big, but three X-wing ships out there out front because that's gonna give you that aggressive firepower. Um, I think the only challenge that you have is with yellow and red is they're gonna have to yellow is gonna have to come in fast to get those thread tracers off, and red might have to slow roll it because that
Did you put
block
the
of ships are coming in.
Did you put the betting bot up today?
Uh, I did not. I can though. I forgot all the shenanigans at the beginning. All right, polls are open. Choose your champion. Well, and the best is I wonder if the chat shows up live. I wonder if my chat must not be delayed. I don't know how you delay the chat. That's probably something we should look into.
Maybe.
Either which way, it'll give everybody a little bit more time to choose their champion, even though they don't know it's open unless you're looking in the chat. We got Finn banking in there. Oh, looks like we're gonna see a bank from Bastion as well. Red's going in hard. Red's saying, "Hey, I'm here. Let's get some target locks. You want to take me out? Go ahead, but I want target locks for everybody." Blue coming in there. Probably see a barrel roll to the right. Yep, all the way forward. Linked action to a focus. Doesn't need range 1. He only needs range 2. Those prockets. You know, and Charles, I wonder if they errated those things, right? If you would just errate those things and say, nope, we are going to enforce those to be more like advanced protons. I mean, because that 5 dice attack at range 2 can be pretty deadly.
Yeah, absolutely. So where's your money at for this one?
Do you want to know where my money is or what I would rather see?
Why not both? We got an hour and 15 to kill.
I think it's going to depend on dice. We got an hour and 15 to kill. I think a lot of it depends on dice. I foresee personally that the Empire has the edge by, I'm going to give it a 20% probability higher that the Empire will win this one. But I don't count out the resistance because when those X-Wings hit, they can hit. And if you're spending your mods on offense, you typically don't have mods on defense. The issue I have is that disciplined, you know, see here, if they take one of them off the board, discipline will not trigger because they're all stressed. But on the opposite side, if they don't take one out and only do some damage, the next turn that he'll know to be able to actually trigger that discipline.
I think for me, what it's going to come down to is if the Empire can ace off the Lieutenant Bastion and the other lower initiative ships, because the 3s don't care about getting aced off. They're going to get simultaneous fire. But if you can get Finn and Bastion off and make it a 6-on-3, I think you give yourself a strategic advantage to start pushing forward. So Resistance is going to have to delete at least a ship each round or come really, really to making Sascha back some off. But if we're going shot for shot, dice for dice, I agree with you. I think the Empire has the edge overall on this one.
Yeah, and I think the big thing becomes in here is if we don't see thread tracers, I don't know if we're going to all get rocket shots or not. Because some of me says is you almost want to try that thread tracer shot, but now you got to line it up because the problem becomes is you got green's got a bullseye, brown is pretty close to bullseye, blue obviously has a bullseye, and pink has a bullseye, but I don't know if it's in range 1 or 2 or 3. So the big question becomes is whether red triggers that thread tracer shot, tries to get a couple of locks, or do we just see prockets go off and then use thread tracers for, the follow-ups as we go forward?
Sure. I think that we definitely see yellow thread tracer. You're too far out to really do some damage, so maybe a range 3 thread tracer on Finn, setting up that procket shot for brown and the procket shot for blue, to erase Finn off the board. Finn's an I2, so if you can get the shot in first and get him off the board, he doesn't get to shoot back. So definitely Finn first, with pink as an ancillary target if you can.
Yep.
I
really
know
like
for
this
sure looking. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Looking at range, brown is going to be range 2. It's close. It might be range 1. Oop, we're about to see. No, it'll be range 2 for everybody at this point. He is engaging red first and firing the thread tracers with red instead of yellow, so I can't ask for better than that.
Can't ask for better than
thread
that.
tracer
And he
will hit.
Oh, man.
That thread tracer will hit no matter what, so no damage. And everybody but yellow gets target locks. Maybe that's why he chose not to shoot with yellow, because more people get target locks with red firing it.
Yeah. Yes, and again, it just goes like I said. Who were you going into?
Again, I still think that Finn was the better target there, because Red Squadron's an I3. Red Squadron can shoot back. Even if you shoot it off the board, you're not erasing it from the board.
Yep. We get to see
so
our
we see
first
that
procket
procket shot. Yeah, procket shot with
a focus and the target lock. You might as well spend your target
lock
lock.
that blank.
Yep. And if we can't ask for more than that.
And the focus.
Let's see if we get any return. Oh, at least he got 2 focuses. So first procket just takes 3 shields.
And I think that's the only procket because nobody else has blue bullseye. Maybe pink.
Because blue's Lieutenant Bash.
Oh no! It looks like he's got another procket range 2 on blue. No, pink is Bastion. Blue is the Red Squadron expert.
Are you sure? I better change that. I have it different on the overlay.
Oh. Didn't even have to spend his focus on that one. Gets 1 evade, so that's 4 damage into blue.
Then that
which I believe is a dead blue.
Kill him. Yep.
1, 2, 3, and 4. But he stays on the board, so simultaneous fire will allow him to stay. We'll see what pink's got, I'm guessing.
Well, there's your prockets. Because now the question is do
Sascha
you
later, because I still think Finn was the better play, but that's me.
Well, the question now becomes though, right? Is can yellow get off that procket shot on Finn? There you go. See, he can still do his procket shot. Or I'm not sorry, not a procket, a thread tracer shot. I'm sorry.
Oh, to set up for next round.
No, brown and pink have not shot yet.
Oh, fair enough.
So at least one of them has range 2 bullseye. We know that for a fact. One of them.
I think they
at least
both
brown.
do.
So. Yep. So there you go. So yep, we're gonna see the thread tracer.
All right. Well, that thread tracer is going to get through.
How come my thread tracers never give me that? They never do that for me.
I was just wondering the same thing. Why is he rolling 3?
Well, he's not.
Oh, it's Finn. He adds a blank
Yeah.
and then can re-roll.
Yep. So still 1. So I'm guessing I think everybody gets target locks. Red may not. I don't know. We'll see. Nope.
He
I guess
erased
red
all of
does.
his target locks from blue because it's
Yep, so
range 3 of
everybody.
the ship that you were targeting, so everybody gets it on Finn.
Yep. So we'll probably see 2 more prockets.
Yep, and if he gets Finn, then Finn's off the board. He will not get a shot. So he did what I thought. He just did it in a different order than what I thought. So it's okay.
Yep. Okay, so that one does not give a procket shot. Spend that target lock, or are you going to save it? Yep, going to spend it. Or just 1 hit.
Oh, I thought for sure Pink had bullseye on that 1 evade.
He was the iffy one. Yep. There you go. Yellow.
Yep. Target lock focus shot. Let's see what we can pull off with 5 dice.
Probably a lot, because it's a procket shot.
the way it's been
honest.
looking. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Sure.
Yep, there you go.
Just hold on to that target lock.
Oh, Finn.
Gets to add a blank. Rose allows him to reroll. Heroic.
Yeah, it's the heroic.
Oh, heroic gives him the reroll.
Yeah, it's the heroic that gives him the reroll.
3 hits and a crit into Finn.
Man.
Which is a dead Finn. And Finn's off before he gets to shoot. I'm not counting out Scotland, but it's definitely not looking positive.
And it was a weapons failure.
He doesn't get to shoot anyway, so it don't matter.
Well, there you have it. The power of the prockets. Oops, I gotta drop that.
I guess I could say the power of the non-Tanner prockets.
Yeah, there you go. My prockets do hit. Good. It's my thread tracers that never hit. I don't have good luck with thread tracers.
Fair enough.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but when you roll natties, thread tracers are the perfect thing to use.
Yep. So I think that's all 6 shots, right?
I believe so, yeah, because you said that Brown and Pink had not shot. Pink shot and didn't do much, and then Brown ghosted him.
Yep. All right.
So Finn is an I2. Finn should be off the board. Blue will get to shoot. Well, I guess Finn stays for 3, but at the end of 3, he won't get. He'll get deleted then, but he stays for now. So range 3 shots from
Rose, just spend your
that focus. Absolutely.
Hey, look at that. Who was he going into?
That's no bueno.
2 hits into Brown. So that's half points on Brown. Doesn't feel like much, though.
No,
17 points.
Bastion.
Yep.
Bastion?
Yep. Bastion's taking his target lock. I think he's able to. No, you know what? Because he's damaged means hitting that hull with a card, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Going back into Brown, I bet. There we go. See if we can get rid of Brown. Gotta get a little bit of justice. Be 3-on-3. Only 1 hit. Do we get lucky? Yeah, he does.
Cue the music.
Yep. Now, here comes Jess coming back in. It is a range 3, unfortunately. but there is no mods, so there we go. That's a hit crit. Just gonna spend her thing for a reroll. And a hit crit. There we go. One of those should be going through statistically. There we go. And I believe that is a dead brown, right? That is a dead brown. Now, yep. Anybody that's unstressed may take a target lock or a barrel roll. So everybody's stressed. And yep, then we'll see Finn leave, and we see Blue leave, and we see the other one leave. Now, I will say there's what? How many prockets do we have left? We have a procket on pink. And is that it? Yep, that's it. So there is only one more procket, so the extreme damage is kind of gone. And this is where the discussion between your whether you have 5 ships with prockets or 4 ships with prockets, comes in. We see 2 damage and 2 evade, so nothing. We'll be back at dials. But I think that's the bigger issue because, right, if you had one more procket shot, you'd be able to do things. But at the exact same time, on a list like this, without those 2 thread tracers, they wouldn't have been able to take 2 ships off the board this turn.
Fair enough.
Maybe,
I mean, it
probably
balances a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah. Because now you've only got 1 procket, and so now everybody has to converge in and say, who are we going to go after? Because I believe both of their I2, he has 1 I2 left to come in for some blocks. They have to take less damage than they did before. Them being at full health, I think that does help. But hey, look, those stupid little the V1s are at full health too. So those things have been a menace. And I'll tell you though, we haven't seen many V1s in hyperspace all that much. We did have a stream the other day, I guess, where we saw that, but for the most part, we were not seeing a lot of V1s in extended. In hyperspace, absolutely, because every one of those bloody cards are valid in hyperspace. And it might be nice to see those change.
I don't have the best luck with V1s. I flew Defender Vader with 2 V1s, and my V1s got ghosted at range 3 through a rock with a focus. So I fly V1s like I fly Fangs.
Pretty poorly? Or pretty amazingly?
Exactly.
Depends on whose side you are.
V1s.
I'm sure your opponent was super happy to see those V1s go. And I could tell you, every time I get to go Sven in 2 turns, I'm excited. Like, remember that one game we played and you did it was Fen Guri, and man, I'll tell you what, hitting half points on Fen is what made that whole game, because then Fen had to be cautious. Nope, I guess he can't hear us. There was not a missed trigger. They are all stressed beside red. And I guess I don't know how to type besides because I put besudes. Because that's the kind of player I am. Can't speak, can't fight, can't throw thread tracer dice to save my life. But that is the nice part about discipline, is it does not give you a free token. You have to be unstressed. Which on these V1s is a little different, because it's actually been a question of, do you take Ruthless instead, right? You're doing more damage to your ships, but at the same token, Ruthless triggers without being having to worry about stress. But I would wager after this round, they probably won't have to worry too much about that stress until they have to do turnarounds. So my guess is if Sascha can keep his kill box right there, then you won't see too much issues with it. Oh, look. Bastion going in for the block. We'll see what Pink does. My guess is Pink's gonna... Nope, and no block. No block for Bastion. We'll see what Pink does, because that's going to be the important target, is who is the procket going to go into. Green doing a 2 forward. Looks like they're either trying to trap Rose or Jessica Pava. I don't know, Charles. Who's your next target priority in this resistance list? Is it Rose? I mean, Rose is worth nothing.
I think at this point, you're way up on points. You can afford to maybe spread damage, but if I had to pick a single target, let's see, Jess's ability is largely negated because there is no upgraded. Oh no, she gets 1 charge, so, but she can't spend anything from astromech because she doesn't have one. Bastion getting a target lock is huge. I think you go for Rose, to be fair. They all have the 2 green dice, but Rose has the biggest team effect. Jess's ability and Bastion's ability really only affect themselves, whereas Rose gives. Or no, I guess I'm sorry. I'm not really good with resistance. Sorry for those of you that are unfortunate to listen to me ramble on through this. But all of them only affect themselves. But I think Rose is the harder one to kill, so maybe going after her with the thoughts of taking the X-Wings out endgame not being a big deal.
Yep, and we'll see. It depends on what Jess does there. Yep, she just does a bump. And Rose doing her 1 forward. The Procket shot will not be lined up this turn. I don't know if that matters as much, though. If Discipline triggers again, it will be able to get at least green something and blue something. We'll kind of see what happens here. If they're able to take another one off the board. Just not having any mods, but her 1 reroll is not quite as good. Her 1 reroll is still pretty good, but she is going to get a range 1 shot into green, or yellow. But probably not. If you take yellow off and it spreads the Thren Tracer, it's not as bad. Really, the big thing is how do you get pink off the board right now? All right, so Red going in. Going to spend his target lock there on Rose.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty safe. Well, rolls all paint, so there you go.
You're not taking a shot back, so.
Yep, Rose gets 1. She's going to get a
Into
reroll.
Rose.
Oof. Nope. All right. A little Rose that could. That's a shield. That's half points on Rose.
Yep.
Yep, going back into Rose again. Gonna spend the Thread Tracer. All right. He should have just shot. Would have had 2 hits without having to spend a mod. All right, so Thread Tracer will hit no matter what. My guess is you'll see blue shoot next. I don't know, maybe blue or
only
pink.
pink has a rocket. Nobody's bullseye, so.
Nope. And I don't think pink has just, if it does, it's just that tail end. All right. Spend the target lock. Yep. Okay, so pink is next onto Rose. 2 hits.
Oh, blank into blank. That feels terrible.
No, it doesn't. Not when you're winning. Not when you're winning like this. It does not.
Blank to blank always feels terrible.
Hey, and Rose can spend her focus and get. Oh, are you going to go for the reroll?
You can reroll. I was going to say, take the reroll. You got to risk it to get the biscuit, man.
I guess. I don't know. I'd be playing it safe there probably. Because Rose gets rerolls when she shoots, no matter what. Uh-huh.
He said that he has flown both versions and definitely prefers Discipline, but he tried 6 Barons with Prockets before Thread, so he had 3 Ruthless Prockets and 3 Intimidate.
Yeah, and I will say that that Intimidate on those is definitely fun. I've never flown that many of them before, but
natties. But that is still a dead Rose. She will get shots back because it's all I3 at this point, but...
Yep. All right, well, Rose falling there.
Paula.
Hold on, I gotta... they're shooting fast so I could take the shields off.
Sasha's out for blood.
Just Spencer token. Oh no, that's on Rose. What are you talking about? I'm not going into Jess yet.
I assumed since Rose was dead, we wouldn't continue to shoot, but apparently maybe we haven't realized that Rose was dead. Rose has 3 hulls, sir. So that dealt 1 damage card into Rose. So they just fired onto Rose.
Maybe it was to try to get that crit, because if you get a crit, you can get, you know, your... I've done that before.
Weapons failure or something like that, maybe.
Yep.
I don't know that I would have
roll 1 less dice.
I have wasted a shot on a dead ship. It was not fun.
Yep, there's Rose. Hit crit. Or no, hit crit, looks like. That's pretty good. Pretty good from Rose. She's pissed. Hey, and there you go. That's even better. 0.5 points on green. And what is that crit? Yep. Is it going to be a direct hit?
No, it was both shields. Green didn't have any shields down.
Oh, yep, he did roll 1. On my side, it did not look like it. Oh, well. All right, Jess going back into green. Jess pissed, too. Look at that. We're going to re-roll. Hit crit. Got to get natties to live. And...
got 2. Takes a crit.
2, yep.
See what that crit is.
Not a direct hit, I can tell you that.
Nope. So Bastion gets a target lock.
Target lock on the ship he can't shoot.
Yeah, hey, he can't shoot any ship, so that doesn't narrow it down.
It is sad not seeing green die there. Because I do think you're correct. If you can't take 1 or 2 of these things off the board, you get behind in that damage race. You know, and there is still 1 procket left for it.
I think we see red turn away, green maybe turn in. Do they have the 1K? Is that what the V1s have? They have that stupid 1K?
No, it's not a 1K. No.
Oh, okay. Someone has a 1K.
They have a 4. Yeah, you're thinking of droids, dude.
Oh, droids.
It's a droid. Okay. Yeah, there's a 1 or a 2K. Yeah, something stupid like that.
They give me nightmares. Leave me alone.
B-Wings have the same thing too.
B-Wings have a 1 Talon, don't they?
I think they have 1K. We're not going to look it up right now. We'll look it up later.
No.
Or you can look it up.
We'll talk about that on a different stream. But I still think we see a K turn with blue, pink, maybe a 1 hard to try and get the bullseye either on Bastion or on Jess. Yellow runs because he's stressed. Maybe? I don't know.
I don't think any of them really need to run.
There's too many ships in a too small space. That's not something I'm wanting to do.
I like it. I'm a fan of it. But that's just me. I have another player message me. I should probably tell them what channel we are. It's like, oh, what channel are you? Oh, we're Plenty Face Syndicate. And I bet Tracers will go up in points, honestly. That is my guess. Yeah, if it were me, I would be doing the turnaround with green, because you're easily going to clear that. I would probably do the same thing with blue. I would be using my Problem is I don't know what you do with pink. Pink has to do the one hard, I guess. You're probably right on that. One hard barrel roll. So you do green first, pink does the one hard, barrel rolls, stress focus. Then you have yellow going in soft, right? Then you have your blue with the other turnaround, and then your red comes in on a one bang. That's what I would do. Now, probability would be I would probably screw up and accidentally trigger it in the wrong order, right?
Yeah, probably. I'd
me.
forget my flight order and mess a bunch of stuff up.
Yep. Because
So
he's
Bastion is
taking.
the 3 talent.
Oh, okay. So he's just taking green all the way out, fixing the crit.
Yep.
See, they play more safe than I do. I just don't play safe. I'm not.
That's why we don't make top cut.
There you go. That's true too.
We might get into it, but we're not final table.
I mean, in fairness, he is up over almost 50 points. You know, but
Yeah.
see now, do we see a barrel roll here? Or does it just take? Yep. Okay, so there, I guess at least one of them correct. A little confused on why yellow was going that way though, but that's fine. At this point, he doesn't have too much to worry about.
I think he's hoping to catch green. He's hoping to catch Jess trying to bank out. I think that was maybe the plan there. So now he's got, if she does a 3 bank, if she does a straight, or if she banks the other way.
No, look. She's doing
she's going to Talon.
Yes.
You go forward and get out of yellow's arc is what you do there. That's what you do. Catch that shot on red.
Yeah, because with Jess, you get that extra reroll. So, I mean, it's like having a calculate token to some extent a little bit. I guess it's not like a calculate token, but it's like the calculate token of whatchamacallit, of the calculate token of a target lock. And at range 2 to 3, these barons only have 2 dice, so they're not, the teeth are a little bit gone. Yep, there you go. Nothing. Blue blinked. Red will get a range 1 shot, and I believe red has a focus. If I'm red, I do not spend my focus. Yep. Oh, nice going, avoiding the pink shot. It's a good round for resistance here. I like those moves. Just gonna get either take that range 1, or is she gonna take a range 2? What are you going for, Charles? Quick.
I think the team with the most
Range
points
1.
is gonna win.
No, I said what type of shot you going for? Going into the 1. Look at that. Just hits hit.
I love it. Ooh.
And only 1 shield. One shield. 1 poor shield. And the guy, and he still has his focus. So now Bastion, do you take your shot? Where's Bastion's target lock? I don't know where his target lock went. Didn't he have one? Gets going back into red. 2 hits. And gonna get it and take no damage. I swear. Oh, it's on green. That's right. Yep. Now we're back to dials. Very defensive round there for Sascha. Jess is set up in a pretty good position. Probably going to have to deal if red decides to bump. I would assume that we're gonna see the pink kind of do a 2 bank, maybe barrel roll back to kind of try to create a larger net. Yellow's gonna do the 1 hard, maybe a 2 hard, but probably a 1 hard. Barrel roll in. It's just a question of whether red goes for a block or not. We know green ain't doing much. Green's gonna have to go around that rock there or go around to the left into that open space. I would assume into it towards closer to the rock and then boost in. Offer himself up to say, hey, Bastion, you want to come get me? Come get me. Current score, Sascha's at 100. Paul has 51 points. I think some of the interesting fun with this resistance list is those X-Wings are a little bit more durable than their Rebel counterparts. Which, I've said this before, but I don't fly much Rebel because Resistance X-Wings are so much better. Though Resistance doesn't have as much scummy shenanigans as Rebel does. Am I right, Charles? Maybe I lost Charles.
No, I'm here. Sorry. I don't know. I don't like either. I don't like X-Wings. They're too beefy.
You like Fangs, but you don't like X-Wings?
X-Wings have 2 extra shields, bro. X-Wings have the Fang life, the full 4 hull, but they get 2 extra shields. Now, granted, they have 1 less evade, but I would trade an evade dice for 2 shields on a Fang.
Would you? Would you also give up your ability to have a free evade
No,
at
I'm not
range
giving
1?
up the free evade. What's wrong with you?
Well, because that's why you don't got shield. Because you get the free evade. You roll 3 dice, you get to add 1. It's like Finn all over, except for every bloody Fang. Every
You get to add 1. You get to change 1.
Oh, all right. You change 1. Whatever. Same thing.
You used to get to add 1. 1.0, you got to add 1.
Okay, well, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I'm sure, because you were such an extensive player in 1.0.
All right, there's Bastion there. Going a little bit forward. Oh, must close his wings, taking the barrel roll and focus. I hate those card things. You can never tell what they are. There's that 2 Talon from a yellow. Pink going and bumping. Blue goes 3, clears the stress. What you doing, Blue? You ain't got a. You ain't. You, there you go. So you ain't got the. You ain't got a procket anymore, so you don't have to stay bullseye. Red doing. Turn around. Yep, green going back in. Yep, just boost. Then nobody's fast enough to get me. Oh, taking a focus and a stress in case he's got got him an arc. I think we debate here. Yeah, does just do the boost? Yeah, there you go. She does get the re-roll. She's only going to be taking 1, maybe 2 shots this round. 1, maybe 2. Yellow first. Yellow into Bastion. Only 2 dice this time, unmodded. We'll see what those little V1s can do, and he gets blanks. No heroic on him. Red going into Jess. 1 crit, range 3. Probably won't see it go through. Kind of hoping we don't see it go through. Oh, man. Gotta spend her reroll token, doesn't she? Nope. And we have 1 shield down on Jess. All right, we got the next Baron going back into Bastion there. Probably going to save his focus up on damage. Now it's resistance turn. Just coming back saying, all right, I'm going to shoot you. 3 dice at range 3. No modifier because she took a boost, so just 1 hit. And it's a good thing that that little green X-wing took, or green V1 took a evade there. Saves itself with last life. Bastion going back into blue. Oh man, only 1 hit. He is just not hitting those red dice today. Of course, it's going to be nothing. Don't worry about it. V1's to the rescue. And we get to go back to dials. So, Charles, we got 32 minutes left. 32 minutes left, and we have 1, 2, 3. What do we got? 3 full health Barons. 1 with only 1 shield
Barons.
down.
And the X-Wings are still looking pretty strong.
Yep. So the question is, I thought Jess got her thing back every round. Does she not get that back? Is that only because when she has the thing? The stream curse.
While you defend an attack, you may spend 1 charge or 1 reoccurring charge or non-reoccurring charge from your equipped upgrade to reroll 1 of your dice for each other friendly ship at range 0-1. So she can't spend it if she doesn't have somebody at range 0-1 friendly.
Gotcha.
So she should get it back. You're absolutely correct. She should have that charge active. But I don't think that she can because she doesn't have anybody range 1 in arc.
Yeah. Apasta says that it's a stream curse. That's why he can't roll dice. And I will tell you, his red dice are definitely not hitting as hard as when Sascha threw those prockets. Now, in fairness, he doesn't have
5 dice
mods.
versus 3 with target locks and focuses versus naked dice. But I think if he brings all 5 of the Barons to bear, I don't know, 2-on-2, no mods, 50% chance. You get 1 damage versus 1 evade. I mean, it depends on dice variance at that point because you're even up.
Yeah, and I think the
3-on-2.
Yeah, the question is do you go in for a bump with Bastion or do you try to go for more shots? You know, I mean, I don't know, because like he's gonna move first, and then like if he goes in, who do you go in after? The like red and yellow. Problem is you got to be careful because red's probably gonna outflank you, and now you're not set up for a good shot next turn. You know, it's not a good position for Bastion to be in. I'll tell you that.
Oh, here we go. We're moving. So Bastion banks in. We're not going to see a K turn with blue. I think blue bumps here.
Blue can't K turn. He's got a stress anyway. So
that's what I said. We're not going to see a K turn from blue here.
Gotcha.
Barrel roll out. Okay, so blue maybe doesn't bump. Maybe he clears.
Yep, pink going around. On pink boost. I don't know. Depends on if he thinks he's going to catch Jess or not. Nope, just a focus. Or is he thinking? He's still thinking. Still thinking. Nope, he's going to stay there. Hoping to catch a block. Blue boosting in, taking his focus stress. Yep. Green 100. Gonna take a focus, or you're gonna take a focus barrel roll. Looks like it's just a focus. Red going in there, soft. Pasta says Red's ability. Yeah, I agree with you. Taking Jess off the board is usually more important than Bastion, but I think at the same token, they're far enough apart. I didn't know that it was a 0-1 range. They're far enough apart right now. It's not even affecting it. And it looks like Sascha is going in on Jess Pava there. She definitely will be taking at least 3 shots this round. Luckily, they're only 2 dice shots. Just the 2 dice isn't too bad. Yep, Pink's going to get that procket shot. 2 hit. Oh, throwing thread tracers. I missed that. There you go. And everybody gets locks. Everybody but yellow, looks like. No locks for yellow. It's okay. Yellow doesn't need lock. Well, yellow ain't taking a shot. Yeah, see, and I would have almost barrel rolled in with green too if I knew that's what they were going to do. Still don't think it gives you a shot, but sets you up for the next turn. All right, we got blue coming back. Blue gonna spend the target lock. Get rid of it.
Heroic. Oh.
No. Hit crit. Well, she at least got one, so only one shield.
Another shield. Keep plugging away. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't ghost an X-Wing without 5 dice attacks.
Oh, that's what's coming.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look at that bullseye.
Yep. Oh, it doesn't even need the target lock. Jesus. Just 5 dice. Oh, it's 1 evade.
Oh, so 4? That's 1 away from death?
Yep. At least no crits. That is a positive thing. No crits, so can't die. Got to be positive somehow, Charles. Come on. 2 dice going into Bastion.
I bet all my points on Scotland, so.
Oh. No heroic for them. Yellow ain't got a shot.
No shot from yellow. So no shot from pink and no shot from green. So we are back to dials.
Yep, and blue
and hard with pink.
Yeah. blue and red can just kind of, you know, hey,
bank?
Jess, you got to come around that side.
Do they have bank maneuver? Like 1 banks? What are the blues on a V1? I don't know. I don't fly them.
Everything is all right, so all their 1s are blue.
Just
Every
1 hard.
maneuver they have, it's blue. 1 heart and 1 banks. Yeah, usually you don't use the 1 bank very often. It is
the option
used.
of a 1 hard blue.
And maybe that's just because I'm a separatist player, so I typically do hard maneuvers more than I do that. Yeah. No, and that's true. They're all taking stress. The discipline almost means nothing for Sascha this game. In fairness, he has not needed it, though. So let's be honest.
He got it when he needed it, but he's only got 1 ship, so there's not a whole lot of discipline coming. Oh, look at the puppy with the red rocket.
Too bad I couldn't put too bad I couldn't put Marvel Champions emojis in there. That's what I should do. I should put some Marvel Champions emojis in there. Excited Venom comes out tomorrow. Maybe I should make you on that game and we should stream that sometime. Marvel Champions night.
Can you play it online?
Yeah. Okay. No. But yes. Yes, you can.
Fair enough. Oh, Talon from Bastion there.
Yep.
I can't say his name and not think of the Neverending Story.
That is true. I will say
Bastion. Give me a name.
Yep. Take your focus there, little V1. The little V1 that could. Still have 23 minutes left. This game went longer than the game I played against Sascha. The last game I played against Sascha, it was...
Oh, Pink's going to barrel roll for the block on green? Or maybe hoping that green did a big enough blue to hopscotch, maybe?
Hopscotch him, yeah. They're looking more for the hopscotch, I think. So, yep, because he's setting up that next kill box. Green on one hard. Oh, he's going to one hard away. All right. All right, just run with green. Just keep going. Yep.
Barrel roll. Still might catch a range 3, but I don't think he'll take the range 3 over the range 1 on yellow.
See, I probably would have just gone in with green like, to get the aggressive with Jessica. Just be like, oh, here you go.
Oh, that feels bad.
Yep, so taking 1, possibly 2. I'm going to wager it's 2.
Yeah, Pink's got him.
That weird angle is not super fun to deal with.
Or her, as it were. Jess is a lady.
All right, yep.
Range 1. 4-2.
Yep, you still have the target lock. Spend it. Yep, 3 hits. You only need to spend your focus.
You sent her a little hard there, bud.
And there we go.
That's dead Jess.
Guaranteed.
You take your shot with red still, I think. Maybe try and get a damage altering crit.
So now we got to say, hey, Bastion, can you take 5 of these things off the board?
Wait a minute. Oh,
what?
No. Never mind. Discipline's only friendly ships. I'm like, oh!
Yep, 1 shot. Probably don't need to take your focus. You spend it. You're going to spend it. You're going to get aggressive now. There you go, Sascha. Sascha getting aggressive at the end.
Always being aggressive.
Well, there you go.
Gets one through.
It's 1 shield, so 1 shield. I don't know. What do we do if Bastion can actually take out? I mean, come on. Like, is there a world that Bastion can actually win this? I think there might be. I think the probability is going to be less than 10%. But I bet you there is a probability you could do that.
No.
No?
I don't think you can.
And again, there's those
Bastion against
red
the world
dice.
needs more than 20 minutes.
There's those dice again. You know, and again, I don't care about the dice statistic type things, but I will say when he's needed those red dice to hit, to take a ship or to get half points on a ship, it has not happened.
We'll say the side of the table you can't see on the camera is really starting to look like how my in-person tables look about round 3. You know, you start off your first round, everything's neatly placed, but by like round 3, round 4 of a game, your templates are everywhere, your tokens are everywhere, your dice are everywhere. You just don't care anymore.
Oh man, 1 hit. 1 hit into yellow. And of course, yellow gets 1 evade. Right. 1 evade for yellow. Yeah, we got to do something. There's got to be something. What can you do, Bastion? What can you do?
Survive.
Because he ain't getting his target locks. Because he's the only one taking damage, so you don't want to take the damage to get the target locks. I don't know.
Or I guess you?
While they're... No, you don't. You can't give up any more damage. You cannot die. If you're going to live, you have to kill them.
Green's gonna 1 hard, yellow's gonna 1 hard, red's gonna... Everybody's coming in.
Well, they have no other reason not to.
Yeah.
So real quick, while we have a second, while he has to set 5 Baron dials, we actually have 2 other games tonight that we are going to be streaming. We will be streaming our next game at 1600 or 2200 UTC hours. If you would like to join us, that's going to be a very fun game. We have Iceland. Is it Iceland? Let me double check before I say that. It's New Zealand versus Iceland. We have an Empire versus Resistance list again, so that is going to be a fun matchup. So do not miss that. And if you are in our time zone, it is 6 p.m. So essentially, it's about an hour Hour away from this. Depends on how long it takes Bastion to take out these V1s here. You know.
Or the other way around. I know you're just being hopeful, but
hey, I'll tell you what. Yep. See, there you go. Illy08, thanks for following us. I tell you what, those things can turn around, yes, but Bastion can move faster. Apasta said the odds are 67-20 to 1 that he wins. Come on.
never tell
Come on,
me
I'm
the
gonna be a
odds.
little more hopeful. A little bit more hopeful than that.
Said, never tell me the odds.
Yeah, never tell me the odds. That was the name of our last episode.
It was too. Oh,
Yep.
well, we might lose green here.
Yeah, which is good. You want to lose green. Let's lose green.
Barrel right. Yep.
Oh.
Get out of that arc.
Okay. No,
Get your range one shot. Fun. Get out of that arc.
See, I'm not having fun.
The Empire. They're not about fun. They're about efficiency.
That's true. Let's just murder everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say no one ever accused the Empire of being fun.
I like playing the Empire. I will say I'm not as big of a fan of playing V1s. It's kind of a boring list. I prefer my droid swarm to those, if we're being honest. Oh, all right. Well, green. 2 dice. 1 of 8, of course. One more down on Bastion. Bastion. I think it's Bastion. Have I been saying Bastion this whole time? And you haven't corrected me?
I've been saying Bastion. I've been saying Bastion as long as he's been a pilot.
But I think I've been saying Bastion. What have I been saying? Now I don't remember what I've been saying.
I think you've been saying Bastion.
Well, one more shield. And then he still gets a crit. And at least he got an evade that time. Bastion, you're killing my odds even more. Where our odds are now down from 10%. Now I don't want to lower them though, man. I really want Bastion to come around and win this.
My grandmother used to say that you could put want in one hand and something else in the other and see which fills up first, Chris.
Well, I wouldn't be putting anything in my other hand because why would I do that? That seems silly to me. Yeah, these V1s are going to go up. These V1s have there's got. And you know what the sad thing is? If they take those Prockets and put them up in price, then they're not going to get played. So I'd almost just rather see the Barons go up in price. The way these lists have gone, you wouldn't even think discipline made a difference.
It really did.
You triggered discipline like once, maybe
yeah, because that's the only time a ship has died. So, do you think Bastion does a K turn here or keeps running?
Yeah, I mean, if you want shots, that's what you got to do. So, hopefully he doesn't just run for 15 minutes. Though that would be kind of funny because he could probably not outrun those V1s once they get turned around because those V1s can be pretty bloody fast. So, yep, there's your K turn. Saying, hey, come get me. At least I'll get one shot. Yep, because here's green again. You know what green's going to do. Let's just barrel. We're going to barrel roll. Oh, nope. You going to boost this time? All right.
Might as well.
Barrel roll or boost. I don't know which one gets you closer, honestly.
We're going to link focus no matter what.
Yeah. And I guess put yourself closer. Clear your stress, you Mr. Yellow. Yep,
you boost? There you go. Boost, get your focus, take another stress. Pink, 3 bank. Yep.
Boost,
get your focus. Blue does some sort of a hard turn.
Hey, at least there's no more Prockets left.
Can you fit a boost here? No, just hang out. Red, big ol' straight. Yeah. Oh.
Yep.
Big ol' straight.
I'm assuming so.
Boost straight maybe. Oh no! What?
Yeah, so he's gonna come around hard and flank him. Yep. Those 1 hards do a lot for them.
Red's out. Blue's got that range 3.
Yep. So everybody's gonna have a shot now.
That one was
Hey,
ineffectual.
blue blanked out.
Go outside in. Here we go. Another range 3 shot. Spend the focus. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And he evades that easily. Range 2 from pink.
Yep. It's only that range 1. That's the one that's pretty scary. Oh, unless you hit
Crit.
crit.
Why is he rolling 3?
He shouldn't be. Yep.
Range 2. Reroll it. Blank out. That's your punishment.
Hey. Hey.
Crit.
Is it a crit? What is a crit?
Fuel leak. Or hull breach. Hull breach.
Oh,
Range
yay.
1.
Oh, man.
Yep, range 1. This is
That's
gonna.
not good.
This is it.
Well, Bastion, you let me down.
Spend your focus.
Just spend it.
Spend the
Well, I guess you don't have
focus.
to. It's a hull breach, right? So, I mean, you might
I'd
as
spend
well,
the focus. There
though.
you go. Boom.
And no heroic. No heroic. Man, that was a tough game, I'll tell you that. I will agree with you, Apostas. I do agree. The tracers, false transponder codes, thermals should probably go up. The only reason I really don't like thermals going up, but I mean concussion bombs went up to what 5, 2, right? They did that. So I mean,
If we don't see ZAM go up in points, pilot and crew, I will be surprised.
I don't think we're going to see ZAM pilot go up in points. I think we'll see crew go up in points. I'm actually in favor of a 3-point increase on ZAM pilot or ZAM crew.
I wonder if they nerf ZAM
The same way they did
that
Boba.
they did
Yep.
Boba and take out that crew slot so he can't have a force user.
It could be that doesn't affect him as much as you think it would though, but it would definitely at least take some of that power down. So we have 10 minutes left, and obviously Sascha has taken the game.
Yeah, we don't have any time left. The game is over.
I still got 10 minutes on my clock left. Come on, man. Can Ghost Bastion come back? Can we do like these things like in Destiny? In Destiny, you could get like they had these cards where you could like bring Ghost Yoda in or Spirit Yoda and all these other things, and then they created this card for Obi-Wan where after he did his one side, he flipped and he became Spirit Obi-Wan. And he still was there. So he still did he was still a support you did deal with. He never went away.
I think the only ship that does that is Teltavera.
It's Teltavera. Damn it. We need more. Yeah, that would be a good card. A pilot, let's say your Obi dies or your Anakin dies, and then he becomes a spirit upgrade that you just like transition over to one of your other ships. Like, here, I'm with you, R2D2. Or who? Ahsoka. I tried to kill you once, Ahsoka, but I'm coming back. Anyway. With that being said, thank you all for...
If you have Spirit Obi-Wan, Luke in the X-Wing gets an automatic 1-die reroll for every shot because he's using the Force in accordance with Obi's wishes.
There you go. There you go. You could do that. That would be fun. Just a quick reminder, we have 2 more games tonight. I only said the one because I forgot about we got into it with the shooting, but we have an Iceland versus New Zealand game at 2200 UTC. And then we also have a game, technically it's tomorrow at 0400 of UTC, which is like 12 a.m. my time. And that is Lithuania versus Peru. Yep, 12:15. We'll be live at midnight though, trust me. I'll be live at midnight. We'll be chatting it up beforehand, I'm sure.
We'll be cognitive at midnight. I don't know about how live I'm gonna be.
You're gonna be alive. I'll send you some energy drinks via something.
Sounds
I
good.
don't know.
You'll wire me some energy drinks.
I'll wire you an energy drink. Well, I could DoorDash them to your damn house if you gave me your... See how that's how that works. DoorDash does everything.
You DoorDash me a pizza and an energy drink. I'll be good to go.
There you go. So if anybody wants to do that, message Charles or message me and do that. I don't even know how much money's in my account. I'll get paid. I don't know when my bank account gets paid though. I don't know if it goes in at midnight or not. We'll see. Because if it don't go in at midnight, I ain't got no money until tomorrow. We're eating frozen pizzas tonight with the kids, so Either way, thank you all for joining us. We do have a good matchup coming up. Again, if you have not, go ahead and hit us as a follower. You can subscribe if you want to use your Amazon membership, and you can actually support the show that way. You can join us over on Patreon. We do quarterly giveaways, and we also have a Discord. So any of those, I think if you type iSocial, or not iSocial, exclamation point, social, it gives all of our social stuff. So either which way, thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you back in 1 hour.